Alright, hey guys, what's up? Today we're talking about Mothra vs. Godzilla's kind of next generation sequel, Godzilla vs. Mothra. Now the tables have turned and Mothra is versing Godzilla this time rather than Mothra versus Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Mothra, Mothra vs. Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Mothra, Mothra vs. Godzilla. Two different stories, really. So Godzilla's playing the part of the good guy, kind of this time. Before it was Godzilla was like a different kind of Godzilla. He was an evil Godzilla, and he was playing the part of the bad guy, really. But now the tables have turned, and look what's happened. Alright, so this movie is actually pretty great. The Godzilla vs. Mothra story, the classic story, really. Mothra's been in so many Godzilla movies, and even if there haven't been that many movies where they fought themselves, it really feels like there has been. Because it's just a big classic story, talked about all the time, the Mothra vs. Godzilla story. Mothra vs. Godzilla story. And this is a kind of new way to look at the Mothra vs. Godzilla story. I honestly really like this. My little cousin really didn't really know who Godzilla was. This was like a couple years ago. He was like 4. And I really wanted him to get into it because I was really into it at that time, like more than I am right now. So it was on like on demand one day, so I showed him it, and he really liked it. And there's some iconic scenes in that movie. Like there's a scene where Godzilla gets like taken down, and then he like reboots and recharges or whatever. And if you can hear that god-awful, stupid noise in the background, just ignore it. But anyway, so he kind of like reboots or recharges or whatever, and he gets like this fire in his eyes, and electric like bounces all around his eyes and stuff, and this PC Godzilla gets all super like furious and goes back and fights and stuff. There's a lot of iconic scenes in this movie, really. And it's not just Mothra and Godzilla, there's also the larvae that are kind of like trying to stop Godzilla. And we really don't know who the good guy is, because we know Mothra can do some bad things, like declare war on the human race and stuff if what he wants to happen doesn't happen. But Godzilla is also destroying shit, like in spite of being mad at the humans. So we really don't know who to trust here, and for all we know, Godzilla could die, or Mothra could die. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, because it's not exactly what you would expect. So, yeah. There's a relatively new villain in this movie, too, called Batra, who's kind of basically just Mothra, but more Megaguirus-like. And Megaguirus, or Megaguirus, or Megaguiaida, or whatever the hell, that movie didn't come out until after this one. So I don't know why I'm referencing it and, you know, using that as a comparison when that movie didn't even come out yet at this time. Well, I don't know, but he's more bug-like, and it's pretty much wreaking havoc and killing everybody, and this monster is pretty powerful. Overall, pretty good movie, kick to the finish. I mean, most people think the effects are pretty bad, but I like to look past that and think of it as if it's really happening, so I thought the effects were pretty great. Even for someone who would laugh at them for being stupid, I think they were still pretty great. So, go check it out. Mothra vs. Godzilla. In the future, Godzilla vs. Mothra, the tables have turned, oh yeah, whatever. So go check it out.